Hola a todos y bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Español desde cero. Hi everyone and welcome to a new video from Spanish from Zero. Today we're going to learn a new tense, and in my opinion it's one of the simplest and the easiest tense in Spanish, and that is simple future or future simple, el futuro simple, that we're going to use this kind of tense when we are speaking about actions that happen in the future. So if we remember regular verbs, we have to understand that verbs in Spanish, they end with r, or ir, ir. Like in the first column, we have hablar, to speak or to talk, hablar. Later we have comer, to eat. And finally we have vivir, to live. We have those three endings in Spanish. So if we go to our first example, we can find that we have the verb hablar, to speak or to talk. The only thing that we have to do is to add the endings that they belong to the future. For example, yo hablaré, yo hablaré, I will speak. Vos hablarás. I have to add as. Él, ella, usted hablará. Nosotros hablaremos. Ustedes hablarán. Ellos, ellas hablarán. So the only thing that we have to remember is the ending for every pronoun. So we will have the verb in infinitive, and we have to add the last part. In the first case for I, yo hablaré, yo hablaré. Okay, so we have to add the last part. So if we continue with other example like cantar, to sing, we have to remain the verb in infinitive, and we have to add the same ending. Yo cantaré, vos cantarás, él, ella, usted cantará, nosotros cantaremos, ustedes cantarán, ellos, ellas, ustedes cantarán. So we have to remember as, a, hemos, an. That's the ending. Okay, so if we remember that, we'll be able just to conjugate any other regular verb. Like, for example, amar. Amar is the infinitive verb, so I will have to add the endings for the future. Yo amaré. Vos amarás. Él, ella, usted amará. Nosotros amaremos. Ustedes amarán. Ellos, ellas amarán. Later, if we continue, we have verbs or regular verbs that end with er. Correr, to run. I will keep the infinitive form and I will add the future ending. So, yo correré, vos correrás, él, ella, usted correrá, nosotros correremos, ustedes correrán, ellos, ellas, ustedes correrán. So, in this case, we have as, a, hemos, an. Okay, so in this case, the ending is the same for r and para ar y Let's continue with a new example. We have comer, to eat. Yo comeré, vos comerás, él, ella, usted comerá, nosotros comeremos, usted, ustedes comerán, ellos, ellas comerán. So, if we know these endings, we can conjugate this verb as well. Aprender, to learn. Yo aprenderé, vos aprenderás, él, ella, usted aprenderá, nosotros aprenderemos, ustedes, ellos, ellas aprenderán. And finally, if we go to verbs that end with ir or ir, we have vivir, to live. I will keep the infinitive form and I will add the future endings. Yo viviré, vos vivirás, él, ella, usted vivirá, nosotros viviremos, ustedes vivirán, ellos, ellas, ustedes vivirán. A new verb is compartir, to share. Compartir pantalla, to share screen. Yo compartiré, vos compartirás, él, ella, usted compartirá, nosotros compartiremos, ustedes compartirán, ellos, ellas compartirán. So we'll have the same endings, and that allows us to continue with this new example, abrir, to open. Yo abriré, vos abrirás, él, ella, usted abrirá, nosotros abriremos, ustedes abrirán, ellos, ellas abrirán. So let's see some examples and how can we use this new tense. Mañana hablaré con mi amigo. Tomorrow I will speak to my friend. Ellos viajarán a Europa el próximo año. They will travel to Europe next year. Te prometo que te ayudaré con tu tarea. I promise I will help you with your homework. And let's continue with this picture. And it says, ¿crees en los poderes de la mente? A partir de hoy, de ahora, te voy a sorprender. Leeré tu pensamiento. ¿Preparado? Fíjate en estos 6 naipes y concéntrate en uno solo para que llegue a mi mente con claridad. Perdona, pero no me ha llegado nada. Concéntrate un poco más y dibuja el naipe en tu mente. Ahora sí, tu mensaje ha llegado con claridad a mi cerebro. Solamente verás 5 naipes porque he retirado el que has pensado. Esto es solo el principio. De aquí en adelante te enseñaré el futuro. ¿Estás preparado? So, in this case, we have this kind of magician that can see what car we chose, and he's using 2 types of future, but we are going to go to this future simple or simple future. Leeré, I will read. Enseñaré, I will teach you. Verás, tú verás, you will see. Y de esta manera vamos a poder entender cómo funciona el futuro simple. In our next session, we are gonna talk more about the close future because in general, when we speak in Spanish, we use it more than the future simple. So see you in our next session.